Some facts linger in the quiet corners of your mind, surfacing when the lights are low and the house is still. These are not tales of ghosts, but fragments of darker knowledge, unsettling truths hidden beneath the surface of everyday life. Tonight, we pull back the curtain and journey into the shadows, where the line between familiar and frightening blurs. If you're ready to confront these unsettling truths, stay with us. For everyone else, turn back now. We've seen it in films, a person found after death sitting upright in a chair, as if simply lost in thought. This haunting image is rooted in reality. Rigor mortis locks the body in its final pose, creating a lifelike tableau. It's a stark reminder that the spark of life is fragile and its absence leaves behind a form both familiar and unsettling. Rigor mortis affects every muscle from legs to face, locking in a person's final expression, surprise, contemplation, or a placid gaze, frozen in time. Eyelids may remain half open, creating the illusion of life, a silent, unseeing observer. It is a mask of life, worn by the dead. Only the stillness, the cold skin, and the absence of breath reveal the truth beneath the lifelike facade. Even after death, the body can play one final, chilling trick on the living. Take a deep breath. As you do, you're inhaling more than just air. You're breathing in microscopic fragments of the past, tiny particles of life shed into the environment. Every day you shed thousands of skin cells, creating a silent, invisible cascade. The dust in your home is a chronicle of everyone who's ever been there, including you. You live within a cloud of your former self, surrounded by the ghostly echoes of humanity. Household dust is alive, a thriving ecosystem built from our own skin. Dust mites invisible to us feast on our shed skin, populating our beds and furniture. Their waste, not the dust itself, often triggers allergies. Our homes are living systems. Dust is us and we are the dust. In the sepia-toned world of the 19th century, the daguerreotype offered families a way to hold on to loved ones, sometimes only after death. Post-mortem photography emerged, capturing the departed as if still alive, their eyes painted open, posed among the living. These haunting images, called memento mori, were cherished keepsakes, a final, silent reminder of a presence forever between worlds. In Victorian times, death was ever present, and families found comfort in post-mortem portraits, images that softened loss and preserved memory. Ingenious techniques like hidden supports and painted eyes created the illusion of life. These photos became cherished mementos and sometimes the only record of a life. Today, they remain haunting relics, testaments to love, grief, and the illusion of life. There exists a corner of the human mind so dark, so twisted, it convinces a person they are already dead. This is Cotard's delusion, walking corpse syndrome. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing only a shell, a body whose soul has departed. Some believe their heart has stopped, their organs decaying, or that they have no blood left. The brain's wiring misfires, disconnecting self-recognition from emotion, leaving only emptiness. Haunted by their own reflection, they become ghosts in their own lives. In 1880, Jules Cotard described a patient who believed she was already dead, her body, soul, and even her need to eat, gone. This delusion, now called Cotard syndrome, can override survival instincts, leading to self-neglect and danger. It's a chilling reminder, our sense of being alive is fragile and the abyss of non-existence may be closer than we think. In the 19th century, before public parks, families sought fresh air and escape from crowded cities. Their destination, the local cemetery. Victorian cemeteries were beautiful, well-tended spaces, often the city's finest. Families picnicked, children played, and the living mingled with memories of the dead. The cemetery was both a place of remembrance and a rare green refuge for all. Rural cemeteries were designed as inviting spaces. Part park, part memorial. Families picnicked among gravestones reflecting on mortality and virtue. In the 1840s, places like Greenwood Cemetery drew crowds rivaling Niagara Falls. As public parks emerged, cemeteries returned to solemnity, and this unique tradition faded into history. History is a tapestry woven with threads of beauty and brutality. The Aztecs, famed for their art and architecture, believed the universe depended on human sacrifice. Among their gods, Totec, the flayed lord, stood out for his gruesome worship. He symbolized renewal, but his rituals required a chilling sacrifice. The victim's skin, removed and worn, became a sacred link between mortals and the divine. After the ritual flaying, the skin of the sacrificed was treated with reverence, transformed into sacred garments for priests or statues of Totec. Wearing this gruesome vestment, the priest became a living symbol of renewal and sacrifice. Statues, too, were draped in skin, believed to house the god spirit. Today, these chilling relics remind us of a faith that demanded the unthinkable. In the shadows of our world, rats have always been our hidden companions, symbols of filth, yet full of mystery. But what if there's more to them than meets the eye? In the 1990s, neuroscientist Jaak Panksepp tickled rats and discovered their hidden laughter. Rats giggle in ultrasonic chirps, a secret joy we can't hear, laughter just out of reach. The discovery of rat laughter opens a disquieting door in our understanding of the world around us. We live our lives surrounded by a symphony of animal communication, yet we are deaf to most of it. The cheerful chirping of a rat, an animal so often reviled, suggests a hidden emotional landscape in creatures we dismiss as pests. It forces us to ask a chilling question: what other emotions, what other conversations are happening all around us, completely beyond our perception? Are the scuttling sounds in the walls not just footsteps, but the echoes of a hidden society? Consider the implications. This laughter is not a simple reflex. Further studies showed that rats who were tickled and allowed to laugh became more optimistic. They were more willing to explore and take risks. Conversely, anxious or stressed rats would not laugh. This suggests a complex interplay between emotion and vocalization, a system eerily similar to our own. The laughter is a genuine expression of a positive emotional state. The thought that these creatures living in our sewers and forgotten spaces experience joy and mirth is, in itself, a strangely unsettling concept. This hidden world of sound is not limited to rats. Bats navigate with sonar, whales sing complex songs across entire oceans, and elephants communicate with rumbles too low for us to hear. We are acoustically blind to the vast majority of conversations taking place in the animal kingdom. The laughter of a rat is merely one secret we happen to stumble upon. What other mysteries are unfolding in the ultrasonic chatter and the infrasonic rumbles? Are there expressions of fear, of sorrow, of warning, all playing out in a silent drama right under our noses? The next time you hear a faint scratching in the dead of night, or see a shadow dart across a dimly lit alley, pause for a moment. Remember that you are only perceiving a fraction of what is truly there. In the silence, there may be joy. There may be communication. There may be a secret, unheard laughter that serves as a constant, unnerving reminder of how little we truly know about the creatures with whom we share our world, a hidden dimension of life, forever playing out just beyond the limits of our senses. The scream, primal, universal, the sound of ultimate terror. But what if it echoed beyond the grave? For centuries, corpses have been found with jaws agape, faces frozen in a silent scream. The truth? Not a message from the grave, but the final mechanical spasm of natural decay. The human body, even after death, is far from inert. It becomes a stage for a complex and methodical process of decomposition, a slow-motion disassembly directed by bacteria and cellular chemistry. As the soul departs, the machinery of the body begins to break down in predictable and sometimes startling ways. One of the first stages is rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles. But as this stage passes, the body enters a new phase, one where gases build up and tissues begin to liquefy. It is here that the mystery of the screaming corpse finds its solution. As bacteria flourish within the abdominal cavity, they produce a significant amount of gas, methane, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide. This gas creates immense pressure inside the torso, seeking any available escape route. The path of least resistance is often upwards through the trachea and larynx. This buildup of internal pressure forces air from the lungs past the vocal cords. While it rarely produces an audible sound, this rush of air can cause the jaw, now loosened by the passing of rigor mortis, to drop open dramatically. Simultaneously, the muscles and ligaments around the head and neck begin to contract and shorten as they dehydrate and decay. The powerful muscles that control the jaw can pull it downwards, while the ligaments of the neck can cause the head to tilt back. The combination of these two mechanical processes, internal gas pressure forcing the mouth open and decaying muscles pulling it into a fixed position, creates the perfect, horrifying illusion of a scream. It is a grotesque puppet show, with the strings pulled by the invisible hands of decomposition. So the silent scream is not a sign of a sentient struggle. It is a biological inevitability, a final grimace-like contortion of flesh and bone. The face is not frozen in terror, but is simply a canvas upon which the methodical art of decay has painted its final unsettling masterpiece. Knowing the scientific reason does little to diminish the visceral horror of the image. It is a stark and chilling reminder that even after life has ceased, the body can perform one last macabre pantomime that looks for all the world like a final desperate cry into the void. The human body is a marvel of engineering, capable of incredible strength. But within us lies a raw, primal power, restrained not by physical limits but by a silent guardian in our minds. Our jaws could easily crush bone, yet we never do. It's not weakness, but a neurological failsafe, our brain's way of protecting us from ourselves. The line between control and chaos is a delicate thread woven by the mind. The average human bite can generate a force of about 160 psi, enough to break a finger, but your brain stops you. Neural inhibitors act as a silent safeguard, keeping your body from turning its power against itself. This mental barrier is fragile. In rare moments it can break, revealing a chilling potential within us all. The line between control and chaos is thinner than we think. In the gaslit cities of the 19th century, wealth was everything. But even the richest struggled for a perfect smile. Desperate for pristine teeth, the wealthy turned to dentures made from the teeth of the dead. After the Battle of Waterloo, scavengers harvested teeth from fallen soldiers. These Waterloo teeth became the gold standard for high-end dentures, an unsettling secret behind every perfect Victorian smile. In the 19th century, dentists crafted dentures from the teeth of the dead, harvested from graves and battlefields, cleaned, and set into ivory plates. The wealthy wore these macabre smiles, never questioning their origins. This chilling trade faded with the rise of porcelain teeth, but its legacy lingers, a secret behind every antique smile. The world is filled with whispers, with echoes of events and realities that linger just beneath the surface of our understanding. We have journeyed through the unsettling stillness of the recently deceased, the invisible dust of our own bodies, and the chilling traditions of our ancestors. We have peered into the minds of those who believe they are already dead, and stood in cemeteries where Victorians once picnicked among the tombstones. Each fact, each story, is a small tear in the fabric of the ordinary, revealing a glimpse of the strange and the macabre that lies beneath. These are not mere tales designed to frighten. They are fragments of our shared reality, uncomfortable truths that challenge our perceptions of life, death, and the fragile boundary in between. From the silent screams of the decomposing to the hidden laughter of rats, the world is far stranger than we often allow ourselves to believe. The potential for violence that lies within our own bite, the ghastly origins of a 19th century smile, these are not fictions. They are documented realities, reminders that the history of humanity is written in bone and blood as often as it is in ink. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, these thoughts may return to you. The knowledge that we are constantly surrounded by the remnants of the living and the dead, that our own bodies hold secrets we are forbidden to unlock, and that the past is filled with practices that defy our modern sensibilities. These are the facts that burrow into the mind, that take root in the quiet moments of the night. They serve as a reminder that the veil between the known and the unknown is thin, and that morbid curiosity is simply a desire to understand the full and often terrifying spectrum of existence. We encourage you to share your own discoveries. What unsettling fact have you stumbled upon in the dark corners of history or science? What piece of knowledge sends a chill down your spine? Leave it for us, and for others, in the comments below. Let us see what other strange truths are waiting to be unearthed. Until we meet again to explore another mystery, we leave you with this final whispered thought. Sweet dreams, if you can still sleep.